We are in now part 11 video. In part 11 video, we are going to continue the same chapter 4 geometry exercise 4.3. In that, we are going to start with fifth problem. Students, in part 10 video, we have completed in exercise 4.3 1 to 4th problem we have completed. And I also gave you one assignment for you. I hope you all completed that assignment, isn't it? Okay, students, now we'll continue with fifth question now. The hypotenuse of a right triangle is 6 more than twice of the shortest side. What they were saying, hypotenuse side is 6 more than means 6 plus twice of shortest side means 2 into shortest side. Clear all of you? So first we don't know the shortest side itself. First we have to draw the right angle triangle. We all know opposite to 90 degrees hypotenuse side. Then I am taking this side as shortest side. It is not always compulsory that this side alone you have to take shortest side. You can take this side also shortest side and this side as third side also. Clear all of you? Now I have taken this side shortest side. We don't know what is the shortest side length. I have taken x centimeter. Okay, the shortest side is equal to x I have taken. Here the hypotenuse side equal to, in the question what they are saying, hypotenuse side how it will be of a right triangle is 6 more than means 6 plus twice of shortest side. Twice means what? 2 into shortest side. 2 into shortest side we have taken x. So 2x plus 6, because in hypotenuse side 6 is more than they have given. More than means plus 6. Clear all of you? Clear how I have written hypotenuse side equal to 2x plus 6? Because they have given hypotenuse side is 6 more than means 6 plus twice of shortest side they are given. Shortest side we have taken as x. So twice means 2x plus 6. Okay. Now they have next what they have given. If the third side is 2 meter less than the hypotenuse. Less than means what? What we have to do? We have to do subtraction. If the third side is 2 meter less than the hypotenuse. So I have written here, I am taking this side as the third side. If this side is hypotenuse, I am taking this side is the shortest side, then obviously this should be our third side. So I am taking third side is equal to, what is the hypotenuse? We have got 2x plus 6. What they were saying in the question, the third side is 2 meter less than the hypotenuse. Okay, so I have written this, the hypotenuse. From this 2 meter it is less than they are given. So I have written minus 2. Clear all of you? So 2x plus 6, this minus 2 I am writing. So 2x, 6 minus 2 is what? 6 minus 2 is 4. So now the third side answer is what? 2x plus 4. Clear students up to this all of you? Students, all of you are clear? What is our shortest side? X. What is the third side? 2x plus 4. What is the hypotenuse side? 2x plus 6. Okay, but we have got now the 3 side value, but we want to find what is the exact meter of the 3 side we want to find. That is the question. Clear? Now I am taking in a triangle ABC by Pythagoras theorem. Why we are applying here Pythagoras theorem? Because we are having right angle triangle. So we have to go for Pythagoras theorem. Clear? What is the Pythagoras theorem states? Hypotenuse side square. Hypotenuse side square is what here? AC square equal to sum of the square of the remaining two sides. So which means what? AB square plus BC square I have written. What is AB value? X. So I have written x square. What is BC value? 2x plus 4. I have written 2x plus 4 the whole square equal to, what is AC value? 2x plus 6. So I have written 2x plus 6 the whole square. Clear all of you? Now if you see students, this x square I can write x square itself. But if you see here we are having two terms. Two terms together we are having whole square, which means what formula we have to apply? We have to apply a plus b the whole square formula. Clear? What is a plus b the whole square formula? A square plus 2ab plus b square. Clear all of you? Here similarly if you see this side, here also 2x plus 6 the whole square we are having. Here also we have to go for a plus b the whole square. Now this 2x fully you have to take as a. Similarly that 4 is b. Here also 2x is fully a. 6 is b. Clear? Now how I am writing this, how I am going to express this now? I am going to express in this form now. Similarly this also I am going to express in this form. Clear now students? So I have written x square plus here 2, what is the first here? A square means what I have to write? 2x the whole square. Here plus I am having, I also have written plus 2 into a into b. So 2 into a, instead of a what we are having? 2x, instead of b what we are having? 4. So I have written 4. Clear? Then afterwards plus I am having, instead of b what I am having now? 4. So I am writing 4 the whole square. Clear all of you? Okay, up to this is a square, this is 2ab plus b square. B square is what? 4 the whole square. Clear all of you? Then this equal to I have written. Again this full term we have to going to express in this form. Okay, now instead of a we are having 2x. So a square means 2x the whole square plus 2 into ab. So 2 into a instead of a 2x, instead of b 6. So 2 into 2x into 6 plus b square. Instead of b square what we are having here? 6. 6 the whole square. Clear students? Now that row all of you are clear. Next we will go for the next slide. Here x square means x square. Here 2x the whole square means what you will get? That 2 you have to apply for square, you have to apply for 2 as well as for the x. So if you square what we will get? 4. X if you square what we will get? X square. Then plus I have written. 2 2s are 4, 4 4s are 16. This x I have written. Then plus I have written 4 square answer is what? 16 equal to 2 into 2. Sorry, 2 square is what? 4. So x square is what? X square plus 2 2s are 4, 4 6 are 24x plus 6 square is 36. Clear? The next term what we are doing is I am writing this equal to part fully as such. I am taking that remaining this equal to part fully to this side. See here I am writing x square plus 4x square plus 16x plus 16. I am taking this to this side, minus 4x square minus 24x minus 36 equal to 0. Clear? Here we are having plus 4x square, here I am having minus 4x square. Both will get cancelled. Then x square term anything is there? No. So write that x square alone. Clear? Next after x square what should has to come? X term. So here you see where we are having x term. Here 16x we are having. Here minus 24x we are having. So 24 minus 24 plus 16 we are having. Which means what we have to do now? We have to subtract. 24 minus 16 is what? 8. After subtracting among the two number which is greater number? 24. For that minus sign we are having, so you have to write minus 8x. Now x term also over, x square term over, x term over, then we have to go for the constant term. Here constant is what? 16 minus 36 we are having. 16 minus 36 is what student? Which you have to subtract. So 36 minus 16 is 20. The greater number is 36, for that minus sign, so here also minus 20. Now you see students, here x square term, one x term, one constant equal to 0 means it is what form? It is in quadratic form. What we have to do? We have to factorize. Clear all of you? So before x square nothing is there means what you have to take? I have told you before in factorize. You have to consider as 1. So 1 into minus 20 is minus 20. Clear? This minus 8 you have to write down. I have told you in factories what are the possibilities of 20 you have to take first. What are the possibilities of 20? 4 5s are 20, 10 2s are 20. 4 plus 5 will come 8? No. Then we have to go for 10 2s are 20 only. So I have written 10 here too. I have told you in that factories itself, in down part if you are having minus, then immediately for greater number you have to put minus and then check whether it is getting satisfied. Clear? Now in down part I am having minus, so among these two number the bigger number is 10, for that I am writing minus. Clear? Now 10 to minus 10 into 2 is minus 20. So minus 10 plus 2 is minus 8. It is getting satisfied. Clear? We have completed the factories. Now we have to write the answer here. So how will you write here? Now what alphabet we are using here? X alphabet. So write that X alphabet. What answer you have got? Minus 10. Then next is X alphabet you are using. Write that X. Then what we are having? Plus 2 equal to 0. Here, take this separately and this separately equal to 0. X minus 10 equal to 0. From this x equal to what you will get? Minus 10 if goes that side, what you will get? Plus 10. Clear all of you? Similarly, if this x if goes that side, minus 2 is not possible. Because the length, how will you say negative value? We cannot say negative value, isn't it? So that we are neglecting this minus value and we are taking x is equal to 10 alone. Clear students? Now we have found finally the x value and we want to find what is the shortest distance, what is the hypotenuse meter and what is the third side meter we want to find. Clear all of you? See students, here the shortest side is equal to what we have taken there, x. X equal to what finally we have proved, x is equal to what we have solved, 10 meter. Then hypotenuse side is equal to 2x plus 6 we have written. So 2 into, instead of x we are having 10 plus 6. 2 into 10 is 20 plus 6 is 26 meter. Clear? Now the third side what we have taken, 2x plus 4. So 2x plus 4. 2 into 10 plus 4 is equal to 20 plus 4 equal to 24 meter. So now the shortest side is 10 meter, the hypotenuse side is 26 meter, the third side is 24 meter. Students, all of you clear about this problem, fifth question? Students, in this place also you can keep the third side and here also you can keep the shortest side. Okay, now wherever you keep, you get the same answer only. If you are not getting, you have done somewhere now. Here this is very simple. Only we are using Pythagoras theorem and then we are expressing in a plus b the whole square formula. Okay students, next we will see the sixth question. In part 11 video, we are going to continue. The next problem is sixth question. Up to 5 question is over. Now we are going to start with sixth question. I am going to explain the sixth question along with the diagram. So listen carefully. 5-meter long ladder is placed leaning towards a vertical wall. Clear? Such that it reaches the wall at a 4-meter height. Students, 5-meter ladder we are placing in the wall. The wall height now they are given as 4-meter height. Okay, at 4-meter height, this is the wall. At 4-meter height, we are placing the 5-meter ladder. Clear? If the foot of the ladder is moved 1.6 meter towards the wall. Towards the wall means what? Now the ladder foot is here and the top portion is here. Here now it is like this. Wait, I will draw and show you one more time. See students, now we are having the ladder, base. This is our base. This is our building. 4 meter height. We are placing the top of the ladder and foot of the ladder is what? Here we are placing. Now the total height of the ladder is what? 5 meter, we all know. Isn't it? If the foot of the ladder is moved
is moved 1.6 meter towards the wall. The wall is here. Now the foot of the ladder is here. It is moving towards the wall 1.6 meter. So assume that the ladder has moved somewhere here. Okay, now how much distance here to here distance moved? 1.6 meter. 1.6 meter distance it has moved. Clear? Now 1.6 meter distance it has moved from the here. When this side is moving, then this portion will also move up, isn't it? If this side now placing, now this side will also now move. Now the ladder is placed like this. Now by that time also the ladder height is what? 5 meter only. Ladder height is same whenever we keep in which direction or which position, the ladder height is what? Same only 5 meter. Okay. Now first in 4 meter height we have placed 5 meter ladder. After few minutes we are moving the ladder towards the wall. How much meter? 1.6 meter. When you are moving this side, then obviously the top part also little bit will go up, isn't it? So it is moving little bit up. By the time they are given in the question only 4 meter height building. Remaining how many part of the building is there we don't know. Now in which part, in which height the ladder top is there we don't know. So from here to here we don't know the height, isn't it? So we are keeping that as h. Now can we able to understand, students? See that this is the same diagram I have drawn in the fair copy. See all of you. Now first the ladder is in what? 5. This diagram is the first diagram. Clear this diagram. BCE is our first diagram. Because 5 meter ladder, 4 meter building we have placed. After some time, they were moving the foot of the ladder to some 1.6 meter towards the wall we are moved now. Now if this side the ladder moves, then this side will also go up, isn't it? So now this position has went here. Now see, now here to here one triangle we have formed. Now the next triangle what we have got? ACD. Can you able to understand? From here to B to A, how much height it has moved we don't know. So that height only we are going to find in this problem. I hope you all understood, isn't it? How much distance it has moved from B to A we don't know. That only we are going to find now. Clear, students? Shall we start now? I have written what is given, what we have taken, that everything I have written here. AB distance is what? H. We don't know that height, so I have taken that H. BC, how much, in what height the wall is? 4 meters, so I have written 4 meter. Next, AD is equal to BE is equal to 5 meter, because AD, this line, and BE is what? Both are what? Ladder. Ladder will not increase. Whether ladder height will increase? No. If we are taking 5 meter, then always it will be 5 if we keep in any direction or in any position. So AD is equal to 5 means BE will also be 5 meter. DE. DE means what? From how much distance it has moved? 1.6 meter it has moved. Now first what triangle we are having? BCE. What triangle? BCE. See, I have drawn separately BCE. This BC is what? Wall. What is the wall height? 4 meter. What is this? 5 is what? Ladder. That is I have written HYP means hypotenuse. Opposite to 90 degrees is what? Hypotenuse. So we have drawn right angle triangle. We have to go for Pythagoras theorem. So according to Pythagoras theorem, how will you write now? Hypotenuse side square, which means BE square, equal to sum of the square of the remaining two sides. So BC square plus CE square. Clear? BC value what we have known? BC is, we have written BC equal to 4. So I have written 4 the whole square. Plus CE square. CE you don't know. You know from here to full length, will you know? We don't know. So CE whole square is equal to BE is what? BE. This ladder length is 5 square. So 4 square is 16. CE square I am writing as such. 5 square is 25. What I am doing the next step is I am keeping the CE square. I am taking the 16 to that side. What will become? Minus 16. So 25, if you subtract 16, what we will get? 9. CE square is equal to 9. Means CE is what? Square root of 9. The square, if goes that side, we will get what? Square root. Square root of 9 is what? 3 meter. Clear all of you? 3 meter. What we have found? CE equal to 3 meter. What full length? CE from year to year, the full length we have found that is 3 meter. Next step, what we are going to do is this full length CE. How can we write now? CD plus DE we can write, isn't it? This full length CE we can write as CD plus DE. That only I have written here. CE we have found 3 meter equal to CD. This length we don't know. So I have written CD plus DE. Distance we know 1.6. So I have written. Clear all of you? Up to this all. See the next step. CD is equal to, next what we have written? 3 minus 1.6. So from 3 if you subtract 1.6, what we will get? CD equal to 1.4 meter we will get. Isn't it? First what triangle we have taken? First in triangle BCE we have taken. This triangle BCE, this triangle we have taken and we have find the distance. The CD distance is what is 1.4 meter we have found. But in question they were asking us to find this height. So next what we are going to take? This triangle ACD. That triangle we are going to take. See, I have written in triangle ACD. Students, you draw the like this, you draw the triangle ACD. Since I don't have space, I leave there. You have to draw the triangle ACD. Clear? And you write the measurements. Now I have taken ACD. ACD is what? Right angle triangle. So I am going for Pythagoras theorem. According to Pythagoras theorem, hypotenuse side square, isn't it? In this triangle, which is the hypotenuse side, 90 degrees here, opposite to that one, the hypotenuse. So AD square is equal to full length AC square plus CD square. I have written AC square. We don't know, so keep that AC as such, plus CD this side. We have found that 1.4 meter. So I have written 1.4 the whole square. I have written equal to AD's length. Ladder length is 5 the whole square. 1.4 is nothing but what? 14 into 14. So here have two decimal. We have from the last you have to move two decimal and you have two number and you have to keep the decimal. So AC square plus 1.96 is equal to 25. Then this 1.96 if goes that side, what we will get? 23.04. AC square equal to 23.04 means AC equal to what? The square if goes that side, what will it become? It will become square root. Clear? We want to find the square root of 23.04. See, I have done here. In your classwork, you write in the, along with that, you write in the rough work. 23.04, I am going to take the square root now. So, we all know what number we are writing in the top, the same number you have to write here. Isn't it? If I substitute 1, 1 into 1 is 1 when compared to 23. If I put 2, 2, 4, 3, 3, 9. 4 4s are 16, 5 5s are 25. It is exceeding. 4 4s are what? 16. If you subtract 23 minus 16, what we will get? 7. Then below that you have to bring the 0 4. Now in top we have only 4, isn't it? That 4 you have to multiply with the 2 and you have to write 8. So you have to forget about next 4, this 4 and 4. Now what number you are writing? The same number here also you have to write. Clear? So I am writing here, I am writing here. So 8 into 88 is 704. So we are getting finally 0. Our answer is what? 23.04. The answer is what? 4.8 meter. Clear, students? Now AC value we have found 4.8 meter. But we need only AB length. This length only, this distance only we need, isn't it? So how can we write now? Full length AC, how can we write now? AB plus BC we can write, isn't it? So AC equal to AB plus BC. AC length is what? We have found 4.8 meter. So I have written here equal to AB. I have written, we don't know, I have written as such. BC side is what? 4. So I have written 4. The next step, this 4 if come this side, what will become? Minus. So 4.8 minus 4 is 0.8 meter. Therefore, the ladder would slide upward on the wall is 0.8 meter. So how much meter it has moved from here to here is, it has moved 0.8 meter. Clear students? When this side 1.6 meter moves, this side it moves 0.8 meter we have found. Clear all of you? All of you have understood the 6th question? Okay. Next we will see our 7th question in exercise 4.3.
Students, next in part 11 video, we are going to see the 7th question. The perpendicular PS on the base QR of a triangle PQR intersect QR at S such that QS equal to 3 into SR. Prove that 2PQ square equal to 2PR square plus QR square. Students, in this question we were saying the perpendicular PS on the base QR of a triangle PQR, which means in a triangle PQR. See, I have drawn the in a triangle PQR. This PS we have to draw one line. That line should be perpendicular to what? QR. Okay. Intersect QR. This line intersect QR at S. Intersecting this QR at S now such that QS equal to 3SR. Okay, they are given QS equal to 3SR. Then we have to prove 2PQ square equal to 2PR square plus QR square we want to prove. Clear students? Now we'll start. So we have drawn one triangle PQR. Since we have drawn one perpendicular line, this full triangle is divided into now two triangles. Isn't it? So this is the first triangle. PSQ will take first triangle. Then we will take PSR. Clear students? That is the second triangle. Now we'll start the solution. In this question we have given QS equal to 3 into SR. So I have written given QS equal to 3 into SR. Mark that as 1. Next, this full length Q to R. This full length Q to R. How can we write now? QS plus SR. We can write, isn't it? QR full length. How can we write? QS plus SR. We can write, isn't it? Now we know what is QS value? 3SR. Isn't it? So QR equal to this Q, instead of this QS place I am substituting this 3SR plus SR. Using this one I am writing in the bracket. Now here 3SR here adding here, before SR nothing is there, means what you have to consider? You have to consider 1. So 3 plus 1 is 4SR. So now QR divided by 4. QR divided by this 4 will come down equal to SR. Mark that as equation 2. Next we are going to take the first triangle PQS. This triangle we are going to take. So this is what triangle? This is a right angle triangle. So right angle triangle means what theorem we will use? We will use Pythagoras theorem. So by Pythagoras theorem, how can we write now? Hypotenuse side square is equal to sum of the square of the remaining two sides. We can write, isn't it? So now see students, that part triangle around I have drawn separately. This is 90 degree, opposite to 90 degrees is only our hypotenuse, isn't it? So PQ square equal to PS square plus SQ square I have written. Clear? Next part triangle we are taking. Next part is what? In triangle PSR. See, I have drawn separately PSR. In triangle PSR, by Pythagoras theorem, hypotenuse side square PR square is equal to PS square plus SR square I have written, and I have marked that as equation 4. Students, now we are going to subtract equation 3 and 4. Subtract, how we are going to do is, first we are going to subtract both LHS. LHS means before equal to left hand side, here also left hand side. So this left hand side is PQR square, this left hand side is PR square. So PQR square minus PR square I have subtracted first. Then equal to, then first I am writing PS square plus SQ square. PS square plus SQ square minus this right hand side. PS square plus SR square. Can you able to understand? We are subtracting equation 3 and 4. How we are subtracting? We are subtracting separately LHS equal to, and we are subtracting separately the RHS part. See here, I have done here. Now, next step, this minus will go inside. Minus PS square, minus into plus minus SR square. Here plus PS square, here minus PS square, we are having cancel that. Now, remaining is SQ square minus SR square. Clear? Now, the next step, SQ and QS are what? Both are same only. SQ, you don't see the square now. SQ, QS. So, instead of SQS, I can substitute now 3SR, isn't it? So, I am substituting SQ instead of the 3SR. I am writing that whole square. Clear now? Now QS or SQ are same only. So SQ value we have given 3SR. I have written that whole square I am writing. Minus SR square I am writing. So if you square 3, what we will get? 9SR square minus, here nothing is there, means 1SR square. So 9 minus 1 is what? 8SR square. Clear students? Now 8 into, instead of SR what we are having? QR by 4. So I am substituting S instead of SR, I am substituting QR by 4. How? Using 2. Equation 2 what we have marked? SR equal to QR by 4. The next step, 8 into this QR if you square what we will get? QR square. Then 4 if you square what we will get? 4 square is 16. Here now we are cancelling 8 and 16. 8 1 time 16 2 times. Clear? Now then that left hand side what we have written? PQ square minus PR square is equal to what we have got? QR square divided by 2. Now this 2 we have to do cross multiplication. So if you do, what we will get? 2 into PQ square minus PR square is equal to QR square. Now multiply this 2 inside. 2 into PQ square, PQ square. 2 into minus PR square, minus 2 PR square equal to QR square. Now you see what we have to prove. We need only the left hand side 2PQ square. So you keep this 2PQ square, remaining this minus 2PR square you take to this side after equal to. So 2P square, if this goes that side, what it will become? Minus become positive. So plus 2PR square, here already in plus QR square only is there. So write as that plus QR square. Now you see what we have to prove. 2PQ square equal to 2PR square plus QR square. Hence proved. Students, can you able to understand the 7th question? This is easy question only. What we are going to do, we are taking one triangle PQR. In that we are making into 2 parts. First triangle is PQS, second triangle is PSR. According to Pythagoras theorem, we are writing the 2 triangle and we are subtracting this left hand side and we are subtracting the right hand side. Then afterwards we are just substituting the 1 and 2 values, and then finally we are arriving at the what we have to prove. Students, clear all of you? Next we will see our 8th question. In part 11 video we are going to continue the next question, 8th question. Students, with this 8th question or exercise 4.3 we are going to complete. This is the last question in that exercise. Now I am going to explain the question now. In the adjacent figure, ABC is a right angle triangle with right angle at B. What they were saying, ABC is a right angle. Where that right angle should come means right angle at B. So in B only the right angle should has to come. And point
DE trisect BC, which means the point trisect means what? This full triangle is divided into three parts. This is the first part, this is the second part, and this is the third part. So the point DE, D and E trisect BC means this BC line has to be trisect, which means divided into three parts they were saying. Trisect means equal we have to make. So this only they have given in the diagram. These are taking equally. Here x means here also x, here also x we are taking equally. When that time we have to prove 8AE square is equal to 3AC square plus 5AD square we want to prove. Clear students, all of you? I am writing given first. Now we will see the solution. Given is nothing but what they have given in the question, that only I have written. ABC in a triangle ABC, angle B is 90 degree. The point D and E trisect. Trisect means dividing into three equal half. Trisect the side BC. This side only, no, it's getting trisect. That only I have written. What we have to prove? 8AE square equal to 3AC square plus 5AD square. Students, if you see this diagram from old ABC, how many triangles we can make it? So first triangle is ABD. So I have drawn that small. Next triangle is what? ABE. I have drawn that little bit big. The next triangle is ABC, full triangle, so that is be bigger. Clear? When I am drawing ABD, the base is what? X. When I am drawing ABE, x plus x is what? 2x. When I am drawing ABC full, x plus x is what? 3x. See students, now we have got three right angle triangle. So if I say right angle triangle, immediately you have to think about Pythagoras theorem. So using the first diagram, we are going to apply the Pythagoras theorem. So in triangle ABD, what is the hypotenuse side here? AD side. So AD square is equal to AB square plus BD square. Clear students? AD square value we don't know, AB square value we don't know. So you write that both as such. BD, the baseline you know, that is x. So substitute that x square. And mark that as equation 1. Clear? Now first triangle is over. Then come to the next triangle. Next triangle is what? Triangle ABE. In the triangle, which is the hypotenuse, AE square. So AE square equal to AB square plus BE square. Clear? Now here AE square value we don't know, AB value we don't know, BE we know. What is that? 2x. So you write just as such. Here alone you substitute 2x. The whole square. Clear? Now AE square equal to AB square. 2 if you square we will get 4. Similarly x if you square we will get x square. Clear? Now AE square answer is AB square plus 4x square. Mark that as equation 2. Then now we are going to take the last triangle ABC. So in this, which is the hypotenuse? AC side is their hypotenuse. So how will you write now? AC square equal to AB square plus BC square. Clear students? Now we know only BC side distance, that is 3x. So write here 3x square. Remaining you write as such. AC square, AB square plus 3 if you square we will get 9x. If you square we will get 9x square. Clear? Now mark that as equation 3. Now what we have done up to this, using the first triangle we have written in Pythagoras theorem, second triangle we have written in Pythagoras theorem, and using the third triangle we have written in the Pythagoras theorem. Now what we are going to do is, see what we have to prove. 8AE square equal to 3AC square plus 5AD square we want to prove, isn't it? But if you see here, AC square value we have found, isn't it? We are having. Similarly, AD square value we are having, isn't it? So what we are going to do now? Now we are having AC square value, AD square value we are having. Isn't it? So I am going to take now first this RHS part. I am going to take this RHS part. I am going to show that RHS is equal to LHS. Clear? I am going to take this part. I am going to say this part is equal to AE square. I am going to say. For that I am taking the RHS part. I am writing here 3AC square plus 5AD square equal to 3 into AC square. No answer what I am having? AB square plus 9x square. Substitute there. In middle plus, here also plus. Then after 5 we are having, write that 5. What is AD value? AD square value? AB square plus x square. Write that here. Then afterwards we are going to multiply 3 into AB square is what? 3AB square. 3 into 9 is what? 27x square. Plus 5 into AB square is what? 5AB square. 5 into x square is what? 5x square. Clear students? The next step, what we have to do? Here also we are having AB square and here also we are having AB square. The next step, here we are having x square, here you are having x square. See that I have marked in different colors. Red, here blue, which means the red part you have to have, because there also we are having AB square, here also we are having AB square. Clear? Now if you had 3 plus 5, what we will get? 8AB square. 27 plus 5 if you had, we will get 32x square. Now students, what we are having now, this part, RHS part. Now we want to show which is this part is equal to 8AE square. Isn't it? Now you see here, up to this we have proved. Now if you see 8 and 32 will come in same table. Isn't it? In what table? 8 table it will come. So take that 8 commonly out. So if this 8 goes out, remaining is what? Only AB square. So write that AB square. This from this 32, how many 1 8 is went out? Remaining will be what left here? In 8 table, how many times 32? Yes, very good, 4 times. So 8 4s are 32. Clear? So now you write here 4x square. Now you see in equation 1, 2, 3 where you are having AB square plus 4x square. Whether in equation 1 we are having AB square plus 4x square? No. Whether we are having in second equation AB square plus 4x square? Yes, we are having in second equation. AB square plus 4x square, here also AB square plus 4x square. Now this AB square plus 4x square, which is equal to what we are having? Equal to AE square we are having. So instead of this AB square plus 4x square, now what can we write now? We can write AE square. Isn't it? So I am writing 8AE square. This only we want to prove. Isn't it? So from this 2 we have written this 8AE square. Clear? So this is equal to, this is our 8AE square is what? Our LHS. So equal to LHS. Therefore 8AE square is equal to 3AC square plus 5AD square. Hence proved. Students, all of you clear about this 8th question? This is very simple and easy question. Clear all of you? Okay students, with this our exercise 4.3 is getting is over now. Next we are going to see your assignment. Our 4.3 exercise we have completed fully. 1 to 8 problem I have completed fully. Next in part 12 video we will see one theorem. Then we will see about the circle tangent concept. Okay students, now we will see the assignment. With this our part 11 video is going to end. Students, in part 11 we are going to do the one problem as the assignment. I will explain the question of how to do this problem. An aeroplane leaves an airport and flies due north at a speed of 1000 km per hour. Students, listen, we all know the direction. This is our north side, this is our south, west and east. First aeroplane is leaving. Now consider in the C point only we are having the airport. Now the first aeroplane is leaving towards the north direction. North means what direction? This side. So it is leaving in the north direction at the speed of 1000 km per hour they are given. So 1000, now that this 1000 km per hour is what? Speed. Then at the same time another aeroplane leaves the same airport and flies due west. West is in what direction? This side. So one same time both aeroplane is going to leave. The first aeroplane is leaving towards north and the second aeroplane is leaving towards the west. Clear all of you? The first aeroplane speed is 1000 km per hour. The second aeroplane speed is 1200 km per hour. How far apart will be the two planes after 1.5 hours? What we are saying, suppose you think this aeroplane is going here and this aeroplane is going here. After 1.5 hours, in how much distance the both aeroplane will be, they were asking. Which means we want to find the distance. Clear? 1.5 hour means if you convert that 1.5 into normal fraction of what you will get? 2 ones are 2 plus 1 is 3. So 3 by 2. Now 1.5 is what? Mixed fraction. If you convert into normal fraction, we will get what? 3 by 2. Isn't it? Students, we have learned from 6th standard in physics distance formula. Isn't it? What is the distance formula? Distance is equal to speed into time. Clear? Students, listen. In speed they have given the time also. Time is what? 1.5 hours. Speed for the first aeroplane is 1000. For the second aeroplane is 1200 they have given. So OA. Okay. Now we will consider this is not C. I will take this as O. Okay. Now OA. Now OA, how we are going to calculate this? OA speed, that is. So speed equal, OA is the distance now. OA is the distance equal to speed. Speed is what? 1000 into time is what? 1.5 hours means 3 by 2. Multiply, we are getting 1500 km. So now from airport to now the aeroplane is in 1500 km apart. Clear? Now this aeroplane we will find similarly. Now the speed is what for second aeroplane? 1200. Time is what? 1.5 hour. The same 1.5 hour, which means 3 by 2. So 3 by 2 if you cancel, we are getting 1800 km. Now we have got the distance between OA and we have found the distance between OB. Now next what we have to do? We have got this is what? Right angle triangle. So we have to apply Pythagoras theorem. According to Pythagoras theorem, opposite side is the hypotenuse. Hypotenuse side square equal to sum of the square of the remaining two sides, isn't it? So AB square is equal to OA square plus OB square. Just substitute the value and find the AB distance. That's our answer. Here students. Students, with this our exercise 4.3 we have completed successfully. Then still only one more exercise is there to complete this whole chapter. Chapter 4 we are having totally 4 exercises. Up to 3 exercises we have completed. Still only one more exercise is there. So go through the video 1 or 2 times. Get clear the concept more. So only it will be useful for you. Thank you students. We will see in the next part 12 video. Thank you.